little trumpeting.
Yeah, you're
Good
looking.
morning.
Yeah, I love it for Augie. You're looking fantastic in your hot pink.
You too, we match. You got the pink on. We even do it when we're afar and we don't plan it.
How about that coordination? It was all like ESP.
Exactly, same wavelength.
So on Tuesday night, Tiff, you were near my house because my mom had a big birthday. She turned 78, and my parents have both been at home. Really, I think they've made one trip to a store the whole time that we've had this quarantine. And I think she was bummed about her birthday, not being able to be with her grandkids. So we organized a little parade in honor of her birthday. My dad drove her by, and that's a big rig setup with the video. There she is dancing.
Look at your mom.
She was
Because there was music playing.
Exactly. And then a parade. There was a grand marshal, and then you can see the first car is my kids. And then a bunch of friends made posters and drove by honking and waving and saying happy birthday. Tiffany is in the parade too. There she is.
I did, there it was. I did my balloon animals all over my car for you.
Which is fantastic.
Gosh, I can't believe it. Oh, happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love that. Your mom got so emotional.
She was
and it's fun because it looks like there's a lot of people there, but we are all 6 feet apart, wearing masks, being smart. And it was just like, oh, there I am giving some announcements, wearing your bike helmet.
On a megaphone.
On a megaphone.
But then before people left, I had a little table set up with individual little champagne and soda and some things wrapped for my mom. And then they took it home and either sanitized it or left it in the garage for her to open it later. But I just thought that I would share a couple tips because I think people want to do something special for people in their lives who are celebrating a birthday or a big anniversary or whatever special occasion it is, but you don't know what you can do other than have a Zoom call or FaceTime or something like that. I think the first thing
is so true. And I think it gets hard for people to do it because they're thinking, well, we can't come together. And so, yeah, I love the fact that you organize. And I feel like you had the right amount of cars, the right amount of people so that it didn't get uncomfortable. And, I was talking to your mom and I was just saying, like, how do you feel? And she's like, I'm a little nervous. I want to make sure we're all 6 feet apart. And everybody was respecting that. And I feel like a lot of people would feel the same way. And just as a note, we were only out there for a very short period of time after the car parade, just kind of saying happy birthday at 6 feet apart.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to keep that distance. You noticed a lot of people were wearing masks too, which I think people appreciate, especially because my parents are a little older. And then my daughter made a painting for her. I have it here with me in studio of my kids. It's kind of like their Christmas card picture, but there they all are posing for the photo in my garage.
That looks like a print. The way that it's showing, it looks like a print, but it's not. It's a paint by number, and you can tell when you look at it up close, it's painted by her, by hand.
Yeah, I was really impressed because some of the little areas are very small, but she got it I asked her, it's Texture of Dreams. It's a personalized paint by number kit that you can order online. You submit a photo and then you can do that too. And it meant the world to my mom. So I highly suggest that. Make sure you check with your village or city if you're gonna plan some kind of parade. Sometimes police officers or fire departments are even being part of the parade, especially for kids in our community. It's if you're 10 and under. And just make sure that it's okay with them and keep the distancing, but a fun way to do it. Okay, we got to move on because we had some great responses to our question that we asked.
But that's our sound off for today. So make sure today you go to our Facebook page and sound off. How are you celebrating special occasions right now? That's what we want you to know. We got some great responses of the other day about our sound off question, which is what's easier about your routine when you're home right now all the time. And we wanted to share these pictures. Kathy Koopman Wiedmeyer shared this one, and she said her husband's getting better at knowing her routine of drinking coffee while waking up. She said he just doesn't rush me anymore to get going, and that's a good sign of a marriage.
I love it. He's got the timing down. And Jennifer Haraway sent us this great picture of her 2 daughters. She said not having to drive her daughter to school this year has been great. One of them's in college on the left. The other one is in high school. She was hoping she'd have her driver's license by next year, but driver's ed has been suspended. So she's bummed about that.
That's right, but they look good. I
They
like
look
that.
cute.
Sarah Young sent a picture. She was early voting, but she said the dog doesn't shake with anxiety when she leaves for work like he normally does. She said starting work before her actual start time is easier, and there's less laundry weekly too. Look at that dog with the sunglasses.
Adorable. And Kristen sent us this picture, one without makeup on the left, and she made a joke about like you can't tell, and one on the right. But she said no hair and makeup is the best part about being home.
Yeah, those top knots save you, right?
Yes.
And Lori says this. She says, getting ready for work. She said that's what's easier for her since she's working from home. She gets dressed only if she has a virtual meeting scheduled. She said it's so nice not to fix her hair, no makeup, and clearly there's a short commute to her dining table.
Yeah, there you go. I like that too. And Anna, I love this one. She said, we're not rushed all the time, not rushed in the morning,
Yeah.
not rushed to get it to activities at school, not rushed to get through dinner, to get to bed. She said, we're just living and putting family first. I
So
love that.
true.
That
Thanks
was
for
so
sending
great.
those.
Yeah, those were great responses.